You know, my parents taught me way back when to do for others. And, you know, I may not have the largest bank account, but I know enough people, and I like to, you know, extend my hand of where I can to help other people. And, you know, and I get gratification from that because it actually, you know, makes those, you know, sometimes when I think the world's against me, allows me to extend a hand and help someone out that may need something. And that's what inspires me. People inspires me. I mean, someone's energy I feed off of. And that's why if it's negative, I run from you. If it's positive, I stay around you because I feed off that type of energy.
How important is it to let others in the LGBT know that you're out there? You have a lot of community centers. You have a lot of areas out there that they can come in contact. You know, how important is that to let them know that we are here? You know,
we've all sat at home on a Friday night and haven't been invited somewhere. All your friends get invited. You're not invited. We all been there. We've had that moment of being alone. And, you know, that drives me a lot to make sure that we get the message out so that you may say you may not want to come somewhere or may not want to be participating in an event or a group or what have you, but at least you know they're out there for you. I mean, I read all the time, and I've been in the, you know, in the news, all the teens that are killing themselves over being gay, and it breaks my heart because I've never been to that point, but I've had friends who have been, and, you know, even in today's world that we're still ending our lives because we feel like we have no hope. You know, me, if I'm the poster child to let people know what's going on, I kind of throw myself out there sometimes too much. Friends give me a hard time that I'm overexposed like Mariah Carey. But with that being said, I'm okay with that because it gets the message out to people that there's people who want to socialize, who want to fellowship together, whether it be around a sports event or a nice dinner, an art museum exhibit. I mean, the Gala, you know, just, you know, it's about rallying the troops.
And there's a community center that you have, the LGBT community center that you have. Tell the audience a little bit about the things that goes on at the community center.
Community center is amazing. It's been in existence. I can't remember it. I feel like it's been here forever, but it really hasn't. Maybe, you know, 10, 15 years. But the community center has been. It's an open door policy. You know, they welcome everyone, and you know, they facilitate different groups together around key issues like maybe our transgender community, our HIV positive community, or, you know, different rallies, Bridge Club. I mean, they do all kind of different events to kind of make it more of like an old-timey community center. And it just happens to be LGBT, but everyone's invited.
Correct. You know, I see you're really involved, you know, and your heart's really into just reaching out. And that's a good thing.
Thank you.
At the end of the road, what would you like the world to know about Dan?
I'm not as crazy as I sound, but you know, I really believe in connecting people, and I think that we can all volunteer and give of our time in different ways. Some feel that writing a check is all they need to do, and obviously we need those check writers. But you know, what they can say about me, I enjoy life. I dwell more on the positive and not the negative. And it's all about engaging and using our networks. I mean, we all have networks, whether we realize it or not, and engaging people, educating people about what's going on around them, I think is always a good thing. The good thing and the bad stuff. I mean, the negative things, the amendment, or, you know, more of a community center that's open to everyone. I think that's what I want people to know about me, and the fact that, you know, I have a little asphyxiation with Britney Spears.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Britney Spears.
I saw her 3 times this last year, I have to admit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's she like?
You know, she is amazing. She's a marketing person. Like, she's the younger version of a Madonna that we had back in the day, which we still have, but obviously there's a 20 years difference there. But, you know, I think that she just does what she does, and, you know, she has her critics, but she keeps doing it. So I think she's gotten herself together now with her kids, and but But anyway, but just a little sidebar. People give me a hard time for my Britney comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The gala last year, what do you remember the most about it?
You know, Marlee Matlin was one of our entertainers or keynote speakers, the actress,
okay,
and who's deaf, and I was very intrigued on how is that going to translate. No disrespect there, but how's that going to translate with the gala? And she really talked about, you know, growing up in the world of, you know, not being able to hear, and how that separated her because she was different from everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and then she kept talking and talking, and then she all of a sudden made the connection to sometimes in the gay community we feel like that we have a disconnect, or we're different than everyone else because we may not be able to come out and say who we are or what we're all about. And her speech was so moving, Paul, that I will never forget it. I mean, it was it was one of those moments where it was just surreal.
Right.
And I mean, there was not, you know, a sound in the room. Her interpreter was speaking on her behalf, and I mean, it was just phenomenal. I mean, it was actually incredible. And that's the thing I take from the Raleigh Gala. It was just, you know, very moving.
What was one of the things that she discussed?
You know, she really talked about her challenges being in Hollywood and being deaf, and how she got the door slammed on her a lot because she was different and people didn't understand her, but they never took the time to get to know her. Like, and then once she broke that wall down, that, you know, invisible wall of that barrier, you know, the floodgates opened, and she started getting more acting gigs. And I think that's one thing sometimes in the, you know, and what I took from me personally, sometimes in the meat of the moment where I keep running into that wall as an LGBT member, or even just a business leader in town, you know, how you finally break through that wall, and your persistence, and then once the reception that you get from the other side of the wall once you break it through.
Okay, I know we got the gala coming in February. Are there any other events that's going on in the Charlotte community that you may be aware of?
I'm doing a fun event in Valentine's night called What's Love Got to Do with It? Everything. Okay. And it's a free event at the Western Charlotte from 7 to 10. You know, Valentine's is all about love and your companion, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. But for years I did a party called Bitter Party of One. And it was for all the single people. As Beyonce sings, all you single ladies. Well, we brought all the single people together and said, you know, come have fun with us, because, you know, you may not have the plus one. So this year we're tweaking it a little bit differently, and we're making it around the amendment, and we're inviting everyone to come find out and just really celebrate love as you define it, and as it makes you, and as, you know, you may be single, you may be in a relationship, you may be married, but, you know, it is going to be a celebration around the amendment in February, and I'm very excited because I think it's going to be a really cool event. We'll have a DJ, we're going to have a dessert bar at the West End as well, so that you can still have dessert with your sweetie, but just kind of do it in a collective way. And it's not going to be a rally. It's going to be a very quiet, very elegant evening, but it is going to raise the awareness of the amendment.
There's so much that you do, and, you know, that's what I'm saying. You do such an awesome job. And, you know, I mean, doesn't that really thrill you? I mean, when you really think about it?
I sleep about 5 hours a night, if that tells you, because you know, it just gets me going. Like, I'm thinking about what I need to do, and, you know, I like to stay busy. And again, I give all the props back. I have a wonderful mom and dad, and my mom and dad are just amazing. My father just turned 83 last week, and they both live in Cherryville, and, you know, my father is, you need the shirt off his back, he gives it to you. I mean, he's just that kind of man, and, you know, he really inspired me to do the same thing. And, you know, I just live life and enjoy it with a little bit of sun drop on occasion. That's my caffeine of choice from the Gaston County. Have you ever had a sun drop?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay, well, you should try.
What is it?
It's a soda that is yellow, and it has, back in the day when they first started, it had a coffee cup on the front of it saying it had more caffeine than a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably not good for you, but yeah.
Does it have alcohol in it?
No alcohol.
Okay,
no,
okay.
No.
Okay, Dan, as you start as far as the gala and stuff like that, is it going to be as exciting as you put it on to be? I mean, I know it sounds like it's going to be an awesome show.
I mean, you know, it really, Paul, it's going to be a great event. We're casting the net as far as we can to make sure everyone in our great state of North Carolina and even South Carolina residents know about the gala. But you know, we have 26 people on our steering committee that's doing the gala, and you know, it really is going to be a fun event. I mean, we've put a lot of effort into it, and you know, on the 17th year, I mean, we know what works, and then we kind of repeat that, and then we tweak, then we add new things to it. The theme is this year, Flight 2012, Destination Equality, Are You on Board?
Oh, okay.
And it's this whole 1960s theme, you know, come fly with me, catch me if you can, idea of we're going to board a flight to equality, and will you join us? Will you buy a ticket, basically, like you're going to the airport to fly to some great destination? Our destination is equality, and you know, we really think we've got a great theme because it really is a great visual because of the whole preparation for the flight while we're up in the air, the turbulence that you feel sometimes on a plane, or some of the naysayers, or some of our laws that are trying to be passed that will, you know, set us back as a community. So I think we've got a really sexy theme in a you know, cautious description way, but a really fun theme that I think we'll have a lot of, you know, entertaining with.
And you said the table captain, that's one of the most important person. If someone wanted to be a table captain, how would they go about doing it?
We have a website, hrccarolina.org, and they go to that website, they click on how to become a table captain, and there's a step-by-step. It's so easy to become a table captain. You can do it one of two ways. You can email me personally, and I can sign you up for your table, or you can go on, purchase your ticket, and then you become a table captain at that point. It's so simple. I mean, I think my mom, who is not very computer active, can do it herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're running short on time. Mr. Dan Mauney, and when is the gala again?
The gala is here in Charlotte, North Carolina, February 25th, 2012.
Thank you for coming on this show.
Thank you very much.
Keep on doing what you're doing in the community. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You be encouraged.